Hi everyone, welcome to another week of Preschool Adventures with Miss Jill. This week it is the letter O week, and we are going to be starting off with Monday morning circle time, talking about the letter O and the number 12. Together we're going to do a little show and tell. I'll give them some clues, let them guess, and see if they can tell what I've got in my show and tell bag. And then together we're going to make an owl puppet. To make my puppet, I used a paper bag and then some random papers that I had that I just cut into different shapes. So if you happen to have a paper bag, you might want that on hand for Monday morning. If not, an old sock, something else that they can use to make a puppet, or it doesn't have to be a puppet, just a piece of paper that they can use to make their owl. On Wednesday, we're going to learn about the Arctic a little bit. Next week, we're going to learn about Antarctica and we'll compare and contrast, but this week we're going to start with the Arctic. So part of what I did to prepare for it was I took just a pan, a baking pan, and I filled it with water, froze it overnight, let it sit out for about 15 minutes, and then I was able to flip it over, and I have my own little iceberg here, my own little glacier, and we talked about the different types of animals that you would find in the Arctic, and people, and homes, and kind of demonstrated it for them. If you'd like to do this at home, you can do a few different extensions to it. You can freeze stuff inside of it. When you fill the pan with water, you can put stuff inside of it and let the kids try to chop it out. I do recommend goggles or some kind of eye covering if they're going to be chopping it a little bit. Also, to make it a little less messy, you can do eyedroppers or medicine droppers with water, and they can pour it on there or squeeze it on there and watch the ice melt and try to get out what's inside. So if you'd like to have that ready for Wednesday, we're going to be doing that. Friday, we're going to be doing the story of the three little kittens, the poor little kittens that lost their mittens, and all the different stages of the story. We're going to do some good fine motor practicing by simply cutting out some mittens that you can print off of the internet to go along with the story. Also, if you have clothespins, go ahead and grab those out and find a clothesline, something string where they can try to hook the mittens on there. It's very challenging for many children to try to take a mitten, open the clothespin, put it on the clothesline, and hook it on there and to clamp it on there. That's a lot of steps for a lot of children, and it's hard for some of them to process that out, but it is fantastic fine motor practice. So if you happen to have those supplies available, have them ready for Friday's video. Now when you see this on the internet, the mittens will simply be plain. They'll also 2 different sizes other than this as well. You can cut out as many, you can print off as many as you want, to have the kids cut them, have the kids color them, multiple copies if you want to, because among the activities that we do with them is patterning, sorting, ordering them, and then we also play a memory game with them. Some of the mittens of mine have different shapes on the back. You can do shapes, you can do colors, you can do letters, numbers, and then play a memory game. We play one together where we try to match the shapes by looking at this side and remembering what was on this side. So that's what's coming up this week. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you'll always know what's happening.